How to get credit for your work without sounding like a bragging boss. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website www.lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments. The eternal struggle. You do all the hard work, but when it comes time to get credit, you don't want to sound like a narcissistic, self-absorbed maniac. I get it. We've all seen that one colleague who manages to turn every small task into an Olympic gold medal win. You know the type. They can't help but remind you of their genius every 5 minutes, like they invented the office printer. While their confidence, or lack of self-awareness, might be impressive in its own right, it's not exactly the path you want to follow. So how do you get credit for your brilliance, earn the recognition you deserve, and not come off as that person? I'm glad you asked. It's all about mastering the fine art of self-promotion without turning into a walking, talking humblebrag. Let's dive in. Use we more than I, but still take the credit. Here's a little secret. You can get credit for your work without sounding like a pompous show-off by using the word we, a strategic, almost magical word that can make you sound collaborative while still subtly taking credit. When you're presenting your work or achievements, frame it in a way that emphasizes the team's collective effort, but don't forget to sprinkle in the fact that you were the driving force behind it. For example, instead of saying, I increased sales by 30%, you could say, we were able to increase sales by 30%, and I'm so proud to have led the initiative. See what you did there? You mentioned the team, which is always nice. But you were the leader. No bragging necessary, just a humble reminder that you made the magic happen. This subtle self-promotion technique shows that you're a team player while still getting the recognition you deserve. You're letting others bask in the glory, while you silently collect all the rewards. The best part? People will think you're the epitome of humility. Highlight results, not just effort. When it comes to getting credit, remember that no one really cares how hard you worked. They care about what you achieved. Yes, we all know you stayed late, skipped your lunch break, and probably sacrificed your sanity, but no one's handing out trophies for effort alone. Instead, focus on the results of your hard work. For example, instead of saying, I worked so hard on this project, say something like, after implementing a few changes, we were able to boost client satisfaction by 15%. Now, that's impressive. You're showcasing the value you brought to the table, without the need to oversell your level of effort. The key is to frame your work in terms of impact, not hustle. The beauty of this is that it puts the spotlight on what really matters, the outcomes. Everyone loves results, and when you can show that you delivered those results without having to over-explain the struggle it took to get there, you'll earn credit and respect without sounding whiny or self-congratulatory. Be your own cheerleader, without the pom-poms. Here's where you need to find your inner Beyoncé. No, I'm not saying you should drop an album or demand a golden statue in your honor. Although, if you want to, I'm not stopping you. What I am saying is that you should learn to be your own cheerleader in a subtle, confident way. How? By sharing your wins in a way that feels like you're just sharing useful information, not shouting, I'm awesome, from the rooftops. If you've just completed a major project, don't wait for someone to notice you. Instead, find a casual moment to mention how your project's success has contributed to the team or the company. For example, in a meeting, you could say, I'm really glad the new process I implemented is working so smoothly. It's really helped reduce the time it takes to finalize client reports. This isn't a victory lap. It's a simple, matter-of-fact statement that highlights your contribution without needing to go overboard. You're making it clear that you made things happen, but you're doing so in a way that's calm and understated. The key here is balance. Speak highly of your achievements without crossing into, I'm the best, bow down territory. It's all about the casual confidence that comes from knowing you've earned your spot at the table and that no one can take that away from you. Let others sing your praises, and don't stop them. Here's a little hack that the pros use. Let other people brag about you. Yes, you heard me. Don't be afraid to let your colleagues, managers, or clients sing your praises. You don't need to go around shouting your accomplishments. Let the results speak for themselves, and soon enough, people will start to notice. And when they do, don't be shy about letting them say how great you are. When someone compliments you or praises your work, don't brush it off with the typical, "Oh, it was nothing." Instead, graciously accept the compliment and allow the good words to settle in. You've earned them, and this is your moment to shine, without having to say a word. The magic happens when others start talking about your work in glowing terms. If you've done a great job, people will naturally want to share their excitement with others. And when you let them, it amplifies your reputation without you having to do the heavy lifting of self-promotion. Be humble, but not invisible. Listen, no one likes a braggart. But guess what? No one likes a doormat either. It's great to be humble, but don't be so humble that you make yourself invisible. If you're doing exceptional work, make sure people know. It's easy to slip into the trap of downplaying your accomplishments, but that doesn't serve you in the long run. You don't have to scream, "I'm amazing," but a simple, confident reminder of your contributions can help you get the credit you deserve. This means you can't shy away from speaking up or sharing your victories. Confidence doesn't mean arrogance. It means recognizing your value without downplaying it. Don't be afraid to take ownership of your achievements and let others see the results of your hard work. If you don't, who will? Let's face it, if you're putting in the work and delivering results, you deserve the credit. But here's the tricky part. There's a very fine line between being a confident, competent professional and someone who makes everyone's stomach churn when they start talking about their humble accomplishments. So, how do you balance self-promotion and humility without sounding like you're writing your own glowing Wikipedia page? Let's dive in. Share the credit, but make sure people know you were the secret sauce. One of the easiest ways to gain recognition without sounding like you're about to launch your own reality show is to give credit where it's due. But, and this is key, don't forget to sneak in a little reminder that you were the one leading the charge. You want people to know that without your expertise, those results wouldn't have been possible. Here's how to do it without looking like you're collecting credit like it's Halloween candy. Instead of saying, "I pulled this project together all on my own," try, "I'm really proud of the team's efforts on this one. I took the lead in organizing things, and it was amazing to see everyone's strengths come together like this." Look at that. You gave props to the team, but you made sure everyone knew you were the mastermind behind it. The key here is framing things so that your contribution is clear without you having to say, "I'm basically the office superhero." People will appreciate that you acknowledge others' work, and they'll quietly be in awe of the leadership skills you just showcased. Let the results speak for themselves, and don't over-explain. Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm so good at what I do that I just make it look easy"? Well, while that might sound like a good bragging point, it's actually way more effective to let the results speak for themselves. When you let your achievements do the talking, you get the credit without needing to narrate your every move. Instead of saying, "I worked hard and pulled all-nighters to make this happen," say something like, "The project was finished ahead of schedule, and we exceeded our performance targets by 20%. It's been great to see the numbers come in." This way, you're focusing on the outcomes and letting those results prove your worth. It's an elegant, humble flex that showcases your value without sounding like you're handing out resumes at every turn. Remember, no one cares about how many hours you worked. They care about how your work moved the needle. So focus on the outcome and let others draw their conclusions about how awesome you are. Build a reputation, don't brag about it. This is a huge one. Building a reputation for excellence is far more powerful than trying to convince everyone that you're the best. Here's the trick. Excellence speaks for itself, and if you keep delivering solid results, word will spread about your abilities, without you having to say a word. Here's a fun fact. The best leaders don't need to tell people they're good at their jobs. People just know. Your boss or colleagues will start talking about your achievements before you even open your mouth. So, if you've been making waves in a way that's subtle but impactful, don't worry about shouting from the rooftops. Your reputation will precede you, and that's when the real credit starts rolling in. This isn't to say that you should stay silent forever, but let your work be the story. Become the person people seek out for help and advice because they know you deliver. By building a reputation for excellence, you'll find that the need to talk about your achievements starts to fade as others are doing the talking for you. Subtlety is your friend, and there's two. If you've ever had a conversation with a humble bragger, You know exactly how it feels. Oh, I didn't mean to win Employee of the Month for the 5th time, but I guess the company really needed me. Gag. It's like watching someone try to dodge a compliment with a ninja move that lands them directly in uncomfortableville. Instead, when talking about your achievements, be subtle. Avoid phrasing that makes it seem like you're fishing for compliments. Instead of, I was the one who made this happen, yawn. Try, I'm thrilled that the team was able to hit this milestone. Everyone really rallied around the idea, and it's amazing to see how quickly we're hitting our targets. See the difference? You're still getting credit, but you're not stepping on everyone's toes with a self-congratulatory monologue. Remember, subtlety in self-promotion isn't about hiding your contributions. It's about not making the entire conversation about how wonderful you are. It's about finding the sweet spot between acknowledging your success and staying grounded. Play the long game with your accomplishments. Here's the thing. Getting credit is all about timing. If you drop your achievements at the wrong moment, it might come off as desperate or awkward. But if you let things simmer and wait for the right time to bring it up, it'll land with much more impact. For example, let's say you've just led a project that brought in significant results. Instead of immediately making it the focus of every conversation, wait for the right moment when it aligns with the topic. Maybe someone asks about what strategies have been working in your department, and you casually mention how you led that successful project. Boom, credit earned. And it doesn't even feel like you're tooting your own horn. By playing the long game and not rushing to highlight your accomplishments, you give your successes the gravitas they deserve. Timing really is everything, and when you deliver your success stories at the right moment, they'll pack a punch. Get comfortable with recognition without getting comfortable. Here's something many women struggle with: receiving praise. It can feel awkward to be recognized for your accomplishments, especially when you've been taught to downplay your achievements. But here's the reality. You deserve the recognition, so get comfortable with it. When someone compliments you on a job well done, don't deflect or shrug it off. Instead, accept it gracefully and thank them for the acknowledgement. The more you practice accepting recognition, the more natural it will feel. And the more recognition you get, the more likely people will start associating your name with excellence and success. And once that happens, guess what? You're back at the top of the career ladder with ease. Congratulations! You're now armed with all the tools you need to get the credit you deserve without turning into a walking, talking humblebrag. In the end, it's all about balance. Showcasing your accomplishments while staying humble and gracious. Keep building that reputation, and trust me, the credit will start rolling in effortlessly. Get ready to shine, superstar. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website www.lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments.